Hello everybody. My name is Brandon Burton. I'm Geekly Entertainment, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do some stuff. Buffering. Okay. We are still experiencing some technical difficulties on my end. Let's see. Is there a way I can possibly improve this on my end? Please. Why is the internet acting like this today? It is a major cloudy day, and that usually affects my ability to stream. I'm really hoping I'm able to do this right now. Why is it windowed like that? Let's see if I can fix some of the idiosyncrasies with this. I want this. Full screen. Can it full screen? Can we screen this better? Oh, I just lost my monitor. Wow, if it can go wrong, it is going wrong. Give me a minute, please. Okay. This is my first time really trying to get this to work. I hope everyone is patient with me, and I'm hoping that when this is a straight up video, I can just cut all this out. I'm severely doubting that anyone's going to come see the first live stream anyways. Okay, wait. Is this actually working? The recommend bitrate. Widget. Okay. I'm hoping that this goes good. That half my screen, and this can be half my screen. Okay, let's see if that is good enough. Why is it doing like this? Properties. Mode. Is like full screen. I do not know enough about streaming. I'm not getting, according to the stream, I'm not getting enough time. Okay, well, it is what it is. Now, will this work here? Yes, it will. Okay. So, what I'm doing is I am making some very quick battle maps, and I've got a bunch of ideas written up on, and these are sort of the catch lines. Get a group of players interested in going to do it. The concept behind this is to have an entire guild of players that well, not guild of players, guild of NPCs in a world that are magic scrappers. They hunt down ruined magical artifacts to recycle their components to make new magical items, because of course that's how it works. Why not, right? So now that we have it like that, no, this is not the right one. So now that we have it like that, we have these catch lines or log lines, we can use them to make the actual maps. You have to copy. Now, I've got my log line here. The site of a historic battlefield. Surely there is something someone missed. I'll name this Forlorn Battlefield 1. Now, why am I in Word or a document writing this up? Because you have to know what you are creating when you're building anything. So I'm going to write down, let's see here, historic battlefield. Surely there's something someone missed. What kind of battlefield is it? Well, the site is, let's call it, the first thing in my head is Timon's Field. Or Timon's Hill. That's always better. You want to die on a hill, after all. Timon's Hill. The site, Timon's. It is a battlefield between. I love autocorrect sometimes. Between. My dyslexia makes that a lot. Yes. Two skirmishing forces. Yes. Two skirmishing forces. Now, why is that important? Two skirmishing forces means that these were smaller. Armies. These were not the armies proper. These were battle contingents. That severely reduces the amount of dead bodies I need to throw on the field, you know? But that means that these were like scouts. These were fighters. These were these may have been like, you know, the Roman cavalry had not cavalry. The Roman armies had like duties where here you'd have to go out and collect resources from the general landscape to keep the supplies for the army up in general. So maybe it was those types of forces that were fighting with each other. Who are the two sides? You have, I'm not going to say the good guys or the bad guys. Let's say Standard Empire, because I was thinking Roman Legion a second ago. Imperial scouts on one side. Always funny how you spell empire with an E, but imperial is an I. I always found that funny. And maybe, since this is a fantasy world of my own creation, I'm thinking maybe something like a stand-in for the German forces. Since my mind is now kind of trapped in like the Roman legionary thing, and like going deeper into more medievalish time period. So let's say that the other side is sort of barbarians, which you can do barbarian hordes pretty easily. I think I just heard my dog ask to come in to the door. Let me pause for a second. Nope, my imagination. She probably went straight inside the house itself proper. Okay, so since I want a horde usually implies barbarians. In my world, barbarians tend to be along the lines of bargains. Barbarian. Tend to be along the lines of giants. In fact, orcs are considered giantkin because they're half giants. So how do I deal with that in here? Horde of... But we'll keep it actually barbarians because giants plus other. That's always fun. So here we'll do Rome plus there we go. Now, I'm getting a rough idea of where that is. Okay, so Timmins Hill, battlefield between two skirmishing forces. Yeah, these were both obviously gatherers. Scouted. And bush turned south. Ambush. Gatherers scouted and ambush turned south. There we go. Okay, that's a ton of information, and it's great for building a battle map. Why is it great for building a battle map? Because now you can tell that story in the field. So let's pull up a thing. Start up a blank file. Desktop. Nope. Here we go. Okay, we got a white background here. That's perfectly fine. We're going to import some standard useful things. And I've got a bunch of assets that I want to be able to use. Let's start with over some grass. 2 and 3. That's fantastic. Now, it's always easier to start big. How big is this map? I'd say fairly sizable. Okay, well, we're going to these out. It's always big, and then shrink down the stuff that you don't need necessarily. And I'm going to reposition these and mess with them here in a minute. So don't worry, we're just making some general plans here. In fact, this is good for here. This is supposed to be a hillside after all. So let's see. You're 3. You're 1. This is 1. Okay. So I want this one probably up here. I'm going to be probably grabbing this one a lot to make some shadows. Let's do some rotation. Rotate. because it's doing a fantastic job. It's already got some of the shadowing that I want. Timmons Hill, and let's make it a nice proper location. There. Then we'll move you. Do some shadowing with you as well. I'm going to make some hills, because it doesn't need to be just one hill. It can be a really bumpy, weird shape of a hill. That's something you can do with some battle maps better than others. Okay, we're going to, starting with 1, we're going to opacity. Decent size here, please. Bigger. Yeah, a bit bigger. There we go. We're going to do some blending work. Between them. Okay. Go to here. Let's blend this out a smidgen, huh? There we go. Okay, now I'm going to yeah, let's do a merge down. What happened to merge down? There you are. Professional. Now we're going to go ahead and repeat what we just did until we've got a nice flat groundwork all across here. Okay. Okay. Where are you? You are here. So I just want your little shadow corner here. Now, something I can do is I can just go ahead and just make a stamp and just clone it down, but that can go wrong so quickly. I'd rather just do it this way. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from cloning. Oh, there's always this weird pressure when you're streaming, I've been told, just continuously to talk. But I don't want to bore the living crud out of you with my ramblings. And that is something that could seriously happen very easily. Where are you? Especially with me. Because, for me, everything that could go wrong before this stream did. My 1-year-old wet the bed. My 6-year-old just chose not to really finish his dinner, which was just pizza. He likes pizza. It was even his favorite kind of pizza. And then he was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And he chose to go to the bathroom in the place that it was like, hey, I've told you I'm going to be recording in a little bit, You're not supposed to be right here where, you know, the whole internet can hear you grunting as you push it out. No one wants to hear that. Heck, I doubt you wanted to hear that. The idea of push kind of brings back memories of watching, look good. Watching Ventura Brothers. Venture Brothers. There we go. Said it correctly that time. If I move these correctly, I can make them blend together correctly. And then I got a little ravine going on here. A little setup. Yeah, make these two blend. If I can get the darkness in there right. Maybe I've got didn't I put these weapons? No. They're still in the downloads, aren't they? Raw assets. Yep, there it is. Okay. Got this one, which is not as good. It's just not quite ready. But I can... It's an unpolished, unfinished asset, but it could... let's see. I want to mess with you this way, because I want a little ravine right here. Just a little bit, and that's where I'm going to stick a bunch of bodies. Just in this natural ditch that's just formed right here. And... I want it more visible than that. Okay, now I'm gonna try to do some stuff here. I want to duplicate this layer. I want to grab, pull to over here. Yes, right about there. If I do this correctly, no one will notice or care. Yes, it's hilarious that one person that's come into the comments section months later and said, I care. And you're hilarious, my friend. You are hilarious. You know what? I don't think I ever told any of my old D&D buddies. Live streaming. Let's drop a message. I'm live streaming, making a battle map if anyone wants to drop in and listen to me ramble. I'm not seeing any chat stuff yet. Have I been going for 30 minutes? Okay, I have. Wow. Okay, maybe I'm only doing one today. I thought I was going to get through all three. How silly am I, huh? Okay, so these pieces here are all looking in the right spot. I'm not particularly happy with that line that's developed there. Before we do anything else, we're going to smudge that. Oh yeah, I know that looks terrible. I know that looks terrible. I'm going to fix it by doing clone. So you are in this corner. Let's hold down Control, grab, and go back up to 3, and yes, that's marginally better. Maybe if I do... Oh. It does that to me sometimes. Blending things together. Why? 'Cause I can. And it makes it marginally prettier. There we go. Now, I'm going to, I guess, merge these down a bunch of times and see about... Oh, let's duplicate you. And I'm going to have you rotate. Disconnected. Reconnecting. Oh, no. Okay, it reconnected. Okay. Woo! Woo! Panicked me for a second there. I stopped working and everything. Okay. Okay, this is going swimmingly. Okay, we're going to merge these layers down. Except for you. You're fine right where you are. I'm going to use you to clone and make things merge together properly. We're going to keep going until this is worthy of being paid for. It does not look worthy of being paid for at the moment. Where am I going? Assets. Okay, internet. Okay, internet is either not happy that I exist. Okay, we're going to kind of do this. I'm going to go over. Kind of cover up all the dirt. Kind of cover up all the dirt. And then we're going to go through and just bring the dirt back. Push down. So I only want to do this back once. Push down. Merge down. Okay. Now we're going to bring the dirt back. Like so. And I know this doesn't look fantastic yet. You gotta trust the process, okay? And undo is usually your friend when you're doing this kind of stuff. I do not know what that was. Okay, let's see. You are that one. So let's bring you back to get rid of that white edge. It was annoying me. Now we're going to smudge it. Smudge that. Whoa! Mouse just did something weird. Okay. Smudge that. It's kind of a telling myself to come back with the tool in a minute and fix it, because my eyes will not tolerate that being a thing. Okay, so and the dog just came in. 1 second, I'm air conditioning the outside. Grabbed a soda. I've told the air conditioner to turn off, but I'm gonna have to wait for that. There it goes. Okay. Now, what were we doing? We were cloning, yes. Now, I'm kind of seeing this pattern emerge on the battle map. This is lower land. This is lower land. This is higher land. And this is a little bit higher as well. But we don't want the players hanging out in here too much. And nor up here, because that's the edge of the map. We're going to be setting up boundaries and stuff like that in a second. Let's get some more grass panels in here. Where'd you go? Okay. Wow. That bad today. Okay. You're going to rotate you. Spin you like so. Spin me right round. Maybe right round. I do not own the rights to that song, and I am not a qualified person to sing. Okay. And now it's time to bring everything down below this. Okay. Now I'm going to blend these all together. We're going to duplicate this over here so that we have a nice hill. Okay, all this. Down. And don't want 100% opacity. You've got that. Move that. Okay, now we've got white there, so we're going to need to fix that in a smidge. And back up to here. Ah! Okay. Honestly, if you guys wind up buying this map pack, which I will be offering this on my website, which is Geekly Entertainment, and on Etsy, if you do not trust going to someone else's thing and using PayPal, I'm going to be offering this for sale in both locations. This will be part of a map pack of 3. Once I have 3 of these made up, which I'll probably be generating a couple more of these over the course of this weekend, which means tomorrow and Monday. And they will be this particular map pack will be 3 maps for I believe what I was going to go for was $250. That's what I believe I had settled on. Price is subject to change, of course. Okay, this is looking like a fairly decent hill. We're going to do some shading now. Add a layer. Transparency, please. Black. Now we're going to shade this and add some entities after that. So, I do not want it that high. Okay. Now, the shape of the hill is kind of important. Because remember what I said. These are low spots. And one thing everyone knows is low spots tend to be a little bit darker unless they're in direct sunlight. So I have not chosen the direction of my sun yet. Oh my, look how bad that is. Go back over to grass. Clone, grab, and over here. Okay, that's much better. Let's do a little bit of cleanup work on it now. Blend the layers. Blend them, I say. Blend them, I say. Yeah, the controversies around D&D have me shaking for a little while. I've been a little irritated with D&D, and I almost honestly left the tabletop space entirely until I realized, hey, you know what? I'm a game developer. I have this degree in this thing. I've been playing D&D for since I was 13. So yeah, why don't I just just go out ahead and make my own? And that's what I've been kind of doing for the last couple of years in the background. Kind of low-key as I work through my various forms of depression, which I'm prone to go through. Oh, wait. What the heck? Ah, I've got a line. I gotta get rid of it. I've gotta get rid of it. Smudge. Smudge. Oh, no, I need you a lot stronger than that, Smudge. Oh, wait, you're not the right thing. Oh. Clone tool. Okay, that's something. There we go. Back up here. Now we just shade this side, because apparently the sun's coming from whatever this direction is. I guess this would be south if this is the direction that the shade is. Which, that would throw a bunch of people for a loop. I might have to flip the thing. Yeah, because unless you're in the southern hemisphere. Yeah, unless you're in the southern hemisphere, this is going to be, this is the direction you would assume that the sun would be facing, would be south. So I'm going to need to merge all this down and flip it. Okay, this is about to become a background. I'm fairly keen on working with this. I'm fairly keen with it. Okay, we're going to leave this. We're going to rename it. Where did the renaming tool go? Where? Oh, where has my renaming? Where, oh, where could it be? There. Just double click. When in doubt, double click. Shadow. And both of these need to basically get flipped at the same time. I have the flipping tool. And then, oh, vertical. And down, down, flip. Do I have this on right? No, do not. There we go. Really keen on making this work. Oh, and sometimes when you flip things around, you notice things like this here. That is so bad. That is so bad. We gotta clean that up. First, we're going to do like that. Now we're going to take a clone tool. Fill in that. Okay, now it's time to start populating this. Hills need some trees, right? Let's see here. We've got rocks, trees, and dead bodies. I believe is what I have finished. I want to put some more work on this. Okay, trees here. Let's just pull all of them in. Done. Everyone does not know this, but my wife basically said when she noticed what I was doing, oh, give those over to me. I'll do a professional job. And what she wanted all of them from bush and tree of various sizes to done. And then tiny. I love my wife. Okay. I'm going to populate this land just a little bit. And then we'll do some more shadow work here in a little bit to accommodate the fact that no, I like that one here. That we now have trees. That does not go there. Oh, let's spin you right round. Flip it. What is your name? Oh, I'm still in background. You are that. You, and then you must be no. You. There. Boom. Yes. There we go. And that also means that you are facing the wrong direction. Everything's facing the wrong direction. I'm just now realizing. In fact, you're going to need some more rotating. Make it so the sun is coming from the correct direction. Place these trees. I don't intend to just use every single tree that I've got, obviously, but it's kind of hard not to. You know, I used to watch and play a lot of Minecraft, and one of my favorite YouTubers to watch was Corrales from the Hermitcraft server. And right now, I feel like I'm playing with bushes. Because I am. I'm very much playing with bushes right now. Let's see here. Amazing how just moving stuff around here is making this feel like a much more realistic place. Okay, I don't think that I need any of these, so where was I? Here? Yes. Okay, not going to need those for a while. Now we're going to go in to our shadow layer, which is underneath everything, and cast some shadow. Off of our trees. like so. Just add in what's already going on here. Okay. That's looking good. Okay. Now, I don't need a whole bunch of layers for each individual tree. At least I don't think I do. So I'm hoping I'm not making a major mistake by telling all these to merge down. I wonder if the updates for GIMP, which I'm using an older version of GIMP because I don't like constantly having to reset everything. And once you have something working, you don't really change it. At least not until like later when there's major updates and it's like, oh, this will make life so much easier. And you spend like, 3 weeks relearning the software. Now, let's look at, as tempting as it is to go into like the more decorative things, I want to like really finish my ground and work here. So I'm going to go ahead and I had to do these myself because I just completely overwhelmed my wife with how much work I could give her. No, life's not fullest. Okay, we're going to put some rocks in here. Put these above the shadow layer. Okay, now then. I'm going to need to like rotate and flip a bunch of these. Let's make now. That way. Internet is still having a good time, I see. The internet is being ridiculous. Wait, where are you? Oh. I'm gonna blend it in. Just a smidge in there. Let's go into the shadow. Kind of. No, yes. Deepen it a little bit. There we go. Back over here. Let's just fade it a smidge. Yeah. That one's fine. That one's fine. It's that one, so this is this one. Now, I kind of like to duplicate that one. Yes, that will work. Let's bring one more rock in. Oh, that looks really good right there, dang it. But you need to flip. Both that way and that way. That looks really good right there. I like it. We're going to duplicate you. And now I'm going to bring you to near the top there. So that you can do that. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Go back over to shadow. Okay. We've got some good stuff here. We've got good bones. Now we have to make it a forlorn battlefield. Oh! That means we need some dead bodies. Let's do this one at a time, so we can do this correctly. Now, giants were died here. Yeah, you're gonna be all the way up here. So having some partial giants, and this happened a while back. So having them be under other things is not a bad thing. Now, when I say giants, I don't need them to be that big. That's still huge in comparison to a person. Because, like, if I put a, let's see here, view, show grid. Oh, I doubt that each and every single one of those is that. So, let's see here. Can I manage the grid? Where do I manage the grid? There is a thing, isn't there? Let's get rid of that one. There's a filter tool. Measure. Fine. Artistic. There used to be a tool. Image. Scale crop. Guides. Configure grid. Configure grid. So I am remembering the grid. Okay. Inch. What is it? A 1x1? Spacing, offset, spacing 10. Okay, so horizontal spacing, and then why is there two sets of numbers there? I don't have to mess with this very often, so. Show the grid. So if I pump this number up, we'll start to see roughly one square is supposed to be what a person can stand in. A normal sized person will stand in. So if you have a giant that is taking up a couple squares, just one more. That looks much better. That means this guy was freakishly huge. Still. So if we can do one more. Yeah, okay. Now, this grid is temporary, of course. It's just a guider for getting the sizing right on my guys. So if I can keep scaling you. That. Now I'm going to move them. So it's like that. Maybe, well, no, I'm not gonna go into any stories on what happened with the people when they died. But you want to kind of have a story that's being told. with your battlefields. This, again, huge. Remember, it's always easier to shrink than it is to... anything else. Shadows be up here. Ooh. Oh, that looks so much better. It's always easier to shrink than it is to scale up a body or anything. An image. Okay, you are huge. And since you're armored... you're going to need to be nearly the size of a square. Maybe even smaller. Now, medieval... yeah, there we go. And you're probably going to need to be flipped. Shift F. I need to remember that for right now. Yeah. I'm gonna leave you here. Yeah. The giants are going to be a lot easier to place. So let's start. The giants are going to be a lot easier to place. So let's start. Now, whenever I notice that it's disconnected, I do kind of like pause and wait for it to reconnect, because it usually reconnects. Ah, do not do that. Okay, we're going to say lock. Can I lock? How do I lock? I don't want that to happen again. How do I lock? There used to be a way to lock. Where did the locking mechanism go? Okay, move. Okay, well, that's nonsense. Okay. Now, anyone that stretches from, like, here to here, that's supposed to be, like, 5 feet. So that means this person with this skirt was just under 10 feet-ish. And I really like where I accidentally placed that. So he's staying there. Replace the giants first. That is retardedly huge. You can be down here. Now, remember, the giants probably were found the armored guys, and decided to ambush them because, hey, they're the opposite side. If you attack them, hey, if I put this guy right underneath one of my rocks, that would imply that something happened with the rock. Yeah, okay. Let's scale you up a little bit then. Maybe this guy killed that guy, or unalived that guy, and then got unalived by having his lower half crushed underneath a rock, magically. And why wouldn't you have magic people traveling around as well, doing resource gathering? Because those resource gatherers... oh my goodness. Give me what I want. There we go. So, I'm going to say that most of these fellows were coming from this direction, and they came up the hill and ambushed these guys, and they were like just swarming around here. You flip. There we go. And I'm going to need to horizontally flip that as well. Why am I bothering to do that? Because of the shadows. If I do it when they're big, it's easier to deal with when they're small. Scale that. Yeah. Yeah, these guys are like Goliath-sized now. Let's rotate you. Now, why is it that these guys got left here? If they ambushed, maybe a dog walked off with his leg. If they ambushed the armored guys, why is it that there are so many skeletons of them here? Would the giants not care about their fallen comrades? Maybe. That's one explanation. Another explanation is they didn't have time. Maybe they heard the armored guy's buddies coming up and had to make a break for it. Yeah, this guy's this size. This guy is too big. Yeah, 5 feet from there to there. He was huge. And why would the armor guys leave behind their armored guys? Remember, this was a skirmish battle between a bunch of different people. Well, it would not have been hard to say, oh, the enemy's nearby. We gotta regroup now. Okay, this guy's really cool. I really want him in this. I hope it's not like a darling. Oh, yes. The green texture on top. Looks like he's been here a while. Where do I want you? Is your shadowing right? Yes, it is. Wait, is that changing? No. Okay. Let's see. Now, you might be thinking, hey, if these are giants, why do you keep scaling them down? Well, easy explanation. Is giants don't need to be giants. Don't need to be, like, beyond magnificently huge to be a giant. Look at this guy. If this guy is tall for a human, let's say 6'5", right? If this guy's tall for a human, he's dead there. Yeah. Giant slaying is... Jack the Giant Slayer is like an awesome fairy tale fable for a reason. Let's like space that out. And I want him kind of flipped over. Flip, 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 flip. There we go. Now I'll put you like, way down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bodies. Let's do one more armored fellow. Well, maybe two more. Yeah, let's do 2 more. Because this guy is really... I'm just wanting to play around here. Scale. Down. Yay, big. That guy was kind of short. Let's undo. Let's scale you correctly. Really wish I would stop doing that. I want this guy, not the... I don't want the shadow, I want this guy. That was perfectly placed, dang it. Shadow. There we go. Yeah, this was definitely a pair of skirmishing forces that came up against each other. This is definitely a place that would have been difficult, probably, to come back and pick over, especially if there was a major battle that happened right afterwards. Which is what I basically entailed happened. There we go. Yeah, now I want to do something that kinda... Do I have any of the other assets finished? No, everything else that was finished wasn't sent to me. Correct? Yes, these are all the finished assets I have at the moment. I wanted to put some, like, spell work in here, but it's not finished. It's not finished. It feels like it's missing something. It's definitely missing scrap. It's definitely missing scrap. Okay, so we're going to very quickly then get some scrap in here. As quickly as we can, at least. Bring it all the way up to the top. Zoom in on it. This is the kind of cleanup work that usually I wanted to spare you guys, because it's kind of annoying to do. Fuzzy select. I'm sorry, I'm not talking a lot. I'm just focused on trying to get this asset in here, because I can use this asset like a bunch of times. Really, like, sell this scene home the rest of the way. Don't even really need that shadow that much. Okay, click off that, go through, and can do that. My wife is much faster at doing this kind of thing than I am. She's an animator. I'm a game designer. Our skills are similar, yet very different. Game dev and animation are very similar but very different. So I'm going to I'm going to be duplicating you a lot. Okay, and it's not even that great of a job. I kind of butchered it to a degree. It's okay. I'm gonna mostly keep it in the grass and dirt, and it will just look like it's part of the area. Duplicate you a bunch of times. Move you about the field. Rotate you. Move. There. Scale. Down. Like that. Like that. I want you more like right here. Okay. Now I'm going to duplicate you. Scale you down. Right up there is actually perfect. Now, what exactly are the people going to be fighting here? I'm thinking not like spirits or anything. Well, maybe spirits. Spirits wouldn't be a bad thing to fight. The spirits of these warriors. It's not a bad idea. I've just seen it done so many times. In fact, I probably wouldn't... I would save that for a different map, I think. I think what I would want to have fighting here would be... Okay, I'm reconnected. Let's do another one. Duplicate layer. Oh, no, you go back, You go back. If I can... Yes. Have one sticking through him. And then just use this. Zoom in a little bit. Oof. That. Boom. Detail work. Okay. Now, obviously, not all these guys have weapons. Obviously. That's something that would have been easily picked up and taken away by someone else. Maybe some of the scavengers came through. They grabbed what they could and went on their business. Anyways, I have been going on and on for how long now? I believe you... Oh, hour and a half. Oh, it is almost... Oh, my gosh. It's 8:40. I have children to prep for bed. I have been Geekly Entertainment, Brandon Burton. I hope to see you guys next week when I'm making more maps with more assets, and this map will actually be for sale very soon on Etsy or at my store at Geekly Entertainment. My store on Etsy is called Burton's Epic Crafts. My site name is Burton's, not Burton's Media Group. My site's name is Burton, Geekly Entertainment. I'm getting tired. It's been a long day. I hope your day was better than mine. Which, honestly, that is something that you should always hope, is everyone's day is better than your own. That is just a lovely sentiment to have towards other people in the world. That their day is so good that even if you're having a good day, other people are having a better day than you. I hope to see you guys next week. And hopefully I'm a better streamer by then. Goodbye.